मेरा आज का टॉपिक एनडीए के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो है कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर। कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर हमारा आज का टॉपिक है। और कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर जैसे कि नाम हमें बता रहा है, कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर कई सवाल आते हैं कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर के, बहुत सवाल आते हैं। और एक ये अलजेब्रा का एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर टॉपिक है। इट्स अ वेरी यूजफुल और मैं आपको बहुत अच्छी तरीके शॉर्टकट तरीके से बताऊंगा, सिंपल तरीके से बताऊंगा। मेरा आज का काम आपका कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है। कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर मेरे ख्याल में कहा गया होगा, कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर जब उन्होंने रियल नंबर पढ़ लिए होंगे तो उनको एक ऐसा आया कि भी इसका ये -4 का अंडर रूट क्या होगा, ये सवाल आया होगा। -4 का अंडर रूट क्या होगा, उसकी बात आई होगी। तो वो -4 का अंडर रूट तो 2 होता है, -4 का क्या होगा, ये कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, इस बात की बात आई होगी मेरे ख्याल में। कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर में भी लाइक दैट ओनली। सो ये कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर ये जो 4 का अंडर रूट तो आता है, -1 का नहीं आता। इस -1 को उन्होंने आयोटा कहा। दिस इज नोन एज आयोटा। दिस -1 अंडर रूट इज इक्वल टू आयोटा। जहां पर -1 का अंडर रूट की बात करेंगे तो वो होगा जैसे कि मैं आपको बताऊं, जहां आयोटा इन्वॉल्व है, मान लो 3 प्लस में 0 आयोटा भी है, 3 प्लस में 2 आयोटा है, 3 माइनस आयोटा है, 18 माइनस 4 आयोटा है। दिस वन चाहिए, मैंने कहा 1 प्लस 0 आयोटा, 0 प्लस में 0 आयोटा इज ऑल्सो इक्वल टू व्हाट दिस। तो पहली बात तो ये है कि सारे रियल नंबर कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर होते हैं। रियल नंबर, ऑल रियल नंबर्स आर कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स, देयर इज नो नथिंग इज नंबर 1। नंबर 2, ये रियल नंबर्स के दो पार्ट होते हैं। इस कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर के दो पार्ट होते हैं, एक रियल पार्ट और एक इमेजिनरी पार्ट। दो नंबर होते हैं। दो नंबर की हम बात करते हैं, ये दो नंबर हैं जो कि हमारा डिसाइड करते हैं इसके यहाँ। तो कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर जो है वो इस फॉर्म में होता है, a प्लस बी आयोटा की फॉर्म में होता है। ये रियल पार्ट और ये इमेजिनरी पार्ट कराएंगे कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर। So complex number comes across when x square is equal to what? X square is equal to -1, then x is equal to minus. Square cannot be equal to minus, so might be come across this one. This is here it is. That part is it. X square is equal to -1. ऐसा कोई आया होगा और तो complex number इस प्रकार की बात की होगी. Well, friend, complex number is one which is involve the square root of a negative one. So -1. We take it iota. What is iota into iota? This is iota square is equal to -1 under root into -1 under root. This is equal. ये -1 under root is equal to -1 under root तब होता है अंदर ये, जब ये -1 under root का स्क्वायर करूं तो -1 होता है। लेकिन मैं इसको ऐसे गुना कर लूं, -1 प्लस तो 1 आता, तो ये 1 नहीं होगा। ये अंडर रूट ऑफ a into under root of b is only allowed, AB is only allowed when A and B is both not negative. Both positive, okay. One positive, one negative, okay. But in case of both negative, it's not allowed. So therefore, it is equal to iota square is equal to -1. पहली बात, iota square is equal to -1. So iota square की बात करेंगे तो iota square -1. So iota cube is equal to what? Iota square into iota is equal to -1 into iota minus iota. Iota raised to power 4 is equal to iota square का square, which means -1 का square is equal to 1. Iota raised to power 5 is equal to iota. Iota raised to power 6 is iota raised to power 4 iota square. It is equal to what? 1 into -1, so -1. So whatever be the value of iota raised to power anything raised to power either raised to power, the answer will be either 1 or -1 or iota or minus iota. There are 4 answers will be there. Iota raised to power 1, this one is equal to 1 when this n is equal to 4. N is equal to 4. This n is equal to 2. This is equal to. Here n is equal to 1 and here n is equal to 3. Well, when I divide this n, when we divide this n by 4 and divide by 4 and it completely goes divide, then its answer is equal to 1. And when it is remainder is equal to 1, it is iota. Remainder is equal to 2 iota minus 1 and iota this is equal to 3, this is here. So we find that this is the iota has a property iota raised to power 4 is equal to 1, and that iota raised to power 3 is equal to minus iota. और इस पर जब भी हमें कोई सवाल देखना हो कि आयोटा कि हमारे पास क्या पावर है, आयोटा रेज़ टू पावर 100 है मान लो, तो 100 की क्या वैल्यू होगी, मैंने से आयोटा रेज़ टू पावर 70 है, आयोटा रेज़ टू पावर 70. Look at this. Suppose iota raised to power 100. Now this is completely divisible by 4, so answer is equal to 1. Iota raised to power 70 will divide by 4, remainder is equal to, this is equal to 1. Iota raised to power 71 divide 1, then divide by 4, 71 if I divide by 4, okay, this is equal to 3 and 7, this remainder is equal to 3. So the iota cube is equal minus iota cube is equal to what? Minus iota. When you remain like this, iota raised to power 73, suppose I say, then left only 1, so iota. So whenever you divide this, any power of iota, you want to find any power of iota, you have to divide this by 4 and you get into it. Suppose let's take iota raised to power 102. This 102 iota is, when you divide by 4, remainder is 2, so iota square is equal to minus 1. Iota 103, this is iota raised to power 3, it is equal to minus iota. Iota raised to power 101, this remainder is 1, so iota raised to power. How this you go and iota raised to power 104, it is equal to complete divides and answer is equal to 1. So we can find out iota is this. Iota any power, हमारा पहला काम है आयोटा को की प्रॉपर्टी देखना. मैं एक सवाल करना चाहूँगा और सवाल है ये, व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ iota raised to power n plus 1, iota raised to power n plus 2, plus iota raised to power n plus 3, plus iota raised to power n plus 4. What is this value is equal to? Choices are 1, minus 1, C iota and D minus iota. What is the answer to this case? This question is this. दोस्तों, what we do, iota raised to power n common, it is equal to iota square, iota cube and iota raised to power 4. Well, this is equal to iota, this is equal to minus 1, this is equal to minus iota, this is equal to 1. They cancel each other and answer is equal to 0. Which is the choice I have not taken. Answer is equal to 0. The answer is 0 here. So you can find out the answer, complex number, you find the question. So the next one is the algebra of complex number iota. First of all, when I suppose I multiply this one and 5 plus iota, the multiplication same way, 15 plus 3 iota, as the usual multiplication there we can, this is minus 4, it's equal to 11 plus 23. We can always put in the form of this. This is always in the form of a plus b iota. Whatever. Suppose I say 1 plus iota divided by 1 minus iota. Put in this form. So I'll put the rationalization. I do that. I rationalize and 1 minus iota square is equal to 2. 1 plus iota square plus 2 iota. This cancel, left only iota. So we can simplify. We can simplify by just rationalizing as usually of a irrational number, complex number that we have done the irrational number. We can do same manner here. There is no nothing to bother about. You can write down 4 plus iota the whole square. If you want to write same squaring, 16 plus iota square plus 8 iota. Same manner you can have 15 plus 8 iota. We can represent this. The other one point is very important, that order property. The complex number does not have the order property. Order property is not there. Complex number order property means less than greater. I cannot say that 3 plus 4 iota is greater than 4 plus 5 iota. No, does not mean that they are greater than they are greater. There is no order property. We cannot have the or less than greater than is not possible in case of complex number. Complex number does not follow the order property as we have in the reals. As we have the reals, we can have a trichotomy property, real number trichotomy means where either A equal to B or A is less than B, or A is greater than B. Trichotomic property here, this is not followed here. However, there are equality. Equality happens. A plus iota B is equal to C plus iota D. Okay, done. Then real part is equal to real part and imaginary part imaginary. Equality of course holds. Two complex numbers are equal, then we say that real part is equal to real part and imaginary part is equal to imaginary part. That of course true. In case of complex number, order property does not satisfy. However, there is a equality of complex number occurs. If A plus iota B is equal to C plus iota D, that means A is equal to C and B is equal to D. One thing very clear. If I say A plus iota B is equal to 1 plus iota into 1 minus iota, then what is A plus B is equal to? What is A square plus B square is equal to? I just did this question. This is equal to pencil I. Therefore, A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1. And therefore, answer is equal to 1. I quickly find out the question rationalizing iota like. One more question on that is, what is the least n number, what is least positive number n such that this is equal to 1? This what is the least natural number, least integer, least positive integer which make this is equal to 1. I said this is equal to 1. I just did now, this was just iota. Iota raised to power n is equal to 1 and the least number is n is equal to 4. So we can have this type of question, what is the least positive number that gives you the value is equal to 1. Friends, these are the basics which you are knowing. Any student of 11th class or who studies the complex number, or they are very simple to go. These are the one. I go with another one. If there is a one organ diagram or complex number, we have this organ person who represented the complex number graphically. Let me take one example. Let A and B, A plus B is a 1, iota B is a complex number. That is a complex number. Okay. He says let's represent in this plane. This is a point, I write the point AB. A along the x-axis and B along this axis. Any representation of a complex number by AB. This is A. This A complex number can be represented in a complex plane or known as ordered plane by a point. This point, here we go, this point here, this point, we place this point by the distance of this R and this angle is equal to theta. This distance R is called modulus of Z. This is called, when this is Z, this is modulus of Z, this is called magnitude of complex number Z. And theta is called argument, or is known as amplitude of the Z. Argument or amplitude of Z. This is that. So, to represent a complex number represented is a magnitude and direction. Therefore, we represent this as a vector. This OP is a vector, and this represents a complex number is always represented by a vector. All property of vectors can be used in complex number. All position vector of a point, whatever that can be used. I will be using such properties now in complex number. Just now I will talk about. So before I go to those properties, let me take what I write in the polar form. This is equal to theta is r, this is equal to r cos theta, this is equal to a, this is equal to r sin theta, is equal to b. So any complex number is this a plus iota b can be written cos theta plus iota into sin theta. We can write like this. In place of a, we write r is the magnitude of this. I can write this one iota theta. Remember, this can be represented by this. E iota theta is cos theta plus iota theta. You can, whether you are read in 11th class, 12th class or not, please see now we will be using this. This is Euler's formula. ये formula Euler's formula कहलाता है. Euler formula है, इसका मैं use करूँगा. Any complex number can be represented in this manner. that is here. Complex number z can be represented r into iota theta. This is the modulus of z. R is the modulus of z and theta is the argument of z. This is I will use. Any complex number can be represented in a diagram that is here. Okay, when I put the complex number like this, when I put a complex number like 3 plus 0 iota, this is equal to 3 0. So 3 0 here, it will be here, 4 0 will be here, minus this one. All real number will be on this line. All real number will be on. And if I got z is equal to 4 iota and z is equal to 5 iota, it means 0 0 4. 0 4 is here, 0 5 is here. This. So this line, this x-axis is called real axis and this is called imaginary axis in the Argand diagrams. Argand diagram, all real numbers are represented on this line and all purely imaginary numbers are represented on this. So I have the what I said now is the one. Any complex number z is a plus iota b can be represented by AB point on the Argand diagram. This can be represented in polar form cos theta plus pi sin theta, where r is the magnitude of this, and this can be written as by using the Allen's formula. We have this. So I go with that. Let's z1 is the one r1 into iota theta. What is r1? R1 is the magnitude of z1. What is theta 1 is the argument of this. Z2 is equal to what? R2 into iota theta. Let me multiply them. If I multiply, this is equal to iota theta. I'm going to add them. Let's divide them. Let's divide R1 upon R2 into iota theta 1 minus theta 1. Let's divide. So what are the conclusions from here? There are two conclusions. Magnitude of z1 and z2 is equal to r1 r2. What is r1? Magnitude of z1 and magnitude of z2. One part, one thing. One. Magnitude of z1 z2 is equal to what? r1 upon r2 is equal to z1 magnitude or z2 magnitude. Okay, this is the magnitude. I'll be doing question based on this. What is argument? Argument of z1 and z2. Okay, argument z1 z2 is equal to theta 1 plus theta. Theta 1 plus theta. What is theta 1? Theta 1 argument of z1 plus argument z2. Look here, just see argument of z1 z2 is equal to addition of these two. And what is argument of z1 upon z2 is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2 and minus come like this is here. So these are the two important results that I am going to use now here. This is one modulus and other is argument. That this type of question they are being asked in the ND examination. They have been asked and they were very prominent here to go. So argument, what is the magnitude, how to find magnitude? I just forget to tell you. Suppose let me go again, x plus iota y is a complex number. So let's represent this point xy. So here it is. This is theta, this is r. What is r of a complex number? R is equal to what? Distance formula from here. X square plus y square under there. How to find a complex number? Z is a complex number, then how to find magnitude? This square plus this square. How to find the theta? This is x, this is y. Tangent theta is equal to y over x, and therefore theta is equal to tangent inverse y over x. This is how you find the amplitude of a complex number. Complex number amplitude can find tangent inverse of this. So let me take rest. For example, let me take. Now theta has a value. There are four quadrant here. Theta has a value in only four quadrants. Let me take the principal value of theta. Principal value of theta you are required to find is between minus pi to pi. Minus pi to pi here. Minus pi to pi, that is 1. If I take any angle here, suppose I take the one example 1 plus my iota. Suppose this is z. Z is equal to 1 plus iota is a complex number. I take this 1 plus 1, both x and y both are positive. Both are positive. Therefore, it lies in the first quadrant. It is in the first quadrant. These here you find x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. Both are positive. Both are there. What is the modulus of this? This modulus is 1 square plus 1 square under root 2. Okay. What is theta is equal to? Tangent inverse y upon x. Y upon x is equal to tan inverse 1 and this is equal to 45. This is equal to 45. This is here is a 40. This angle 45. When z is equal to this is the argument is equal to 45. Let me take another question. When the complex number lies in the second quadrant, let's say z is equal to what? 1 minus iota. Here x is positive and y is negative. So let me take second quadrant. Say in the second quadrant what happens? X is negative and y. Now let me take the first this one. Well, magnitude okay. Magnitude is equal to what? 1 square and this thing is under root 2. Well, I just take the theta is equal to. Theta is tangent inverse y upon x. I take the modulus here. Tangent inverse, it's a 145 लेंगे. But this lies in this side when x is equal to 1. This lies in second quadrant. What you take, your principal value, take this is theta. This is equal to pi minus theta. This is equal to minus theta, and this is equal to minus pi minus theta. Just the reflection of that in direction. So in this case, in second quadrant, therefore my argument of this is equal to pi minus pi by 4 is equal to 3 pi by 4. This is the argument of z. Had been this in the third quadrant minus 1 and minus iota, when z is equal to what? Minus 1 minus iota. When this is the third quadrant, when x is negative and y negative, then what happens? My angle will be what? Same. Theta is equal to tangent inverse y over x. I put like this and is equal to 1 pi by 4. So this angle will be minus of this, minus of 3 pi by 4 here. And if it is this and this second quadrant, then minus pi by 4 and answer like this. Okay, I'll give more one example before I am so fast to tell. Let me go to one example to find the argument of these four cases. Let me take the one case here. I take the one case is under root 3 plus iota. This is minus under root 3 plus iota, minus under root 3 minus iota, and under root 3 plus iota. This lies in first quadrant, this lies in second quadrant, this lies in third quadrant, this lies in the fourth quadrant. This is equal to minus iota. This is minus iota. Here the angle will be theta. Here will be equal to minus theta. This is pi minus theta. This is minus pi minus theta. I'll find this one. What is the theta is equal to tangent inverse y over x is equal to this. This is equal to pi by 6. So argument of this is equal to pi by 6. Argument of this is equal to minus pi by 6. Argument of this, because second quadrant here, same thing. This is equal to pi minus theta is equal to pi minus pi by 6. It is equal to 5 pi by 6 here. And this is equal to minus pi by 6 here. Okay, this is here. We find the argument of it. So when you are asked to find the argument, it's very important to know the principal values of this, and you will find accordingly. So suppose I want to find the argument of any complex number. So you find tangent inverse y over x, make it a positive, consider only first quadrant, and then find out in which quadrant this complex number lies, and then you decide. Okay friends, for today is enough. My next topic of complex number will be dealing with more questions that have been asked in India, and I'll be using these complex number properties. I just determined like this. Suppose if I said x plus iota y is equal to what? A plus iota b, and then a minus iota b. What is the value of x square plus y square is equal to? I'll be using this question. Now what? Modulus of this is equal to modulus of a plus iota b. The simple question in only 1 minute. I have the property, we can separate them. This modulus is equal to a square plus b square under root, and it's equal to a square plus b square under root, and cancel 1. And what is the modulus? Is it x square plus y square is equal to. We can find out like this. We can have this. If x plus iota y is equal to 2 plus 3 iota into 4 plus 5 iota is equal to 1 plus iota plus 1 minus iota. Find x square plus y square is equal to. It's a question. Make the modulus is square. The 4 plus 9 modulus. So 16 plus 25 modulus. 1 plus 1 modulus. 1 plus 1 modulus. Here it is. Scaling both sides, and we have 13 into 41 into 2 into 2, and we have the answer. So we use the answer, we use the concept of modulus here. So you can use this type of question can be used to find the result by using the result of the total one. So here we have the question, maybe under root x plus iota y upon x minus iota y is equal to a plus iota b. Okay, then what is a square plus b square? Answer is equal to again 1. Over to you to understand. So these type of properties are to be used. Question has been asked, and question asked on modulus. Suppose you want to find the modulus of argument of, this is modulus, argument of what is the argument of 1 plus iota into 1 minus iota. Okay, this is equal to iota, 0 plus iota. Okay, this is purely imaginary, therefore argument is equal to 90. Purely imaginary, answer is equal to 90. Or I can say argument of 1 plus iota upon 1 minus iota is equal to argument of 1 plus iota and minus argument of 1 minus iota. This is equal to pi by 4, and this is equal to minus pi by 4, which I did, and this is equal to pi by 4 into 2 is equal to 90. So we can use the property. I want to find the argument of 1 plus 2 iota and divide by 3 plus iota. Suppose the argument I want to find. This argument is equal to argument of 1 plus 2 iota and minus argument of 3 plus iota. It is equal to tangent inverse 2 upon 1 minus tangent inverse 1 over 3. This is equal to tangent inverse 2 minus tangent inverse 1 over 3. I can use the inverse relationship which we have done, inverse trigonometric function, and I can say this is equal to tangent inverse 2 minus 1 over 3 divided by 1 plus 2 into 1 by 3. It is equal to tangent inverse 5 by 3 and divided by 5 by 3. Here, see. And we have 2 minus this plus this. So we got is equal to 1 and answer is equal to what? 45. This is, here we go, this is the question, answer is 45. So the question based on argument and the modulus will be asked in the exam. And I finished today with the hope that I have done the elementary part of the complex number involving iota, and going slightly higher to find the two properties. I have got more properties of these one, which are conjugate and concentric conjugate, and more to the some De Moivre's theorem to find the how we use those De Moivre's theorem to do question. Next video will tell all these things will be answered. We'll do 3, 4, 5 questions based on this in my next video tomorrow. Thank you.